Nolan Patrick might not be coming to Colorado, but Alex Belzile is already here. Eagles win over the Allen Americans 5-2 in Game 2 to take a 2-zip lead in the series. There's nothing more American than a bald eagle, beating them at their own game. This one started out pretty ugly for the Eagles. The Americans really didn't want to go down 2-0 in the series and came out pounding the Eagles in the offensive zone. They were getting dominated in possession, and I think shots were like 6-0 to start out the game. Wasn't looking pretty, but the Eagles don't need a whole lot of time to make good things happen. After weathering the initial storm for the first 4.5 minutes, it only takes one chance for the Eagles to get on the board. They're just a good team. The play starts with a good effort by Nantel to win a puck battle 1-on-2 in the corner. After he wins it, he's just going to throw it right out in front of the net. When you do that, good things happen. It bounces out to Lazo, who's just licking his chops at that one. So the Eagles go up 1-0, even though they might not necessarily deserve the lead. From there, the Americans do keep pushing. The final shot total for the first period was 13-6 in the Americans' favor. So they were really playing with the puck a lot, and the Eagles were getting very limited chances. The Eagles did have some discipline mistakes in the middle of the period, taking a penalty a little less than 10 minutes in, and then another one shortly after they killed the first one. But they managed to kill that one too, so their special teams is looking a lot better this series than it did in the first round. After killing the power plays, the Americans' momentum finally dies down a bit and the rest of the period evens out. The Eagles do get a power play late but can't manage to convert, and they go in 1-0 for the intermission, and they have to be happy with that. While happy to escape the period with a lead, they also need to know that they need to play better if they want to win this game. The second period starts out pretty sloppy for the Eagles too. I think this is about 4 of the 6 periods in this series that the Eagles have not started out very strong. Once they get their footing, they always look better, but it's going to cost them if they keep starting slow like that. Once again, they weather the first part of the period, in large part thanks to Hafner standing tall in net, and then they start getting a little bit of momentum. It looks like they have a goal scored, but unfortunately it was a goalie interference no goal. Pretty clear interference in the crease, so you can't really complain about it. But the no-goal call energizes the Eagles, and they start pushing back against the Americans. The Eagles start to dominate possession and are looking good until they take their third penalty of the game. Discipline has really been an issue for them in this series so far, but it hasn't really burned them too much. And again, they get away with it here with a good penalty kill. A bit before the penalty expires for the Eagles, they get the Americans to make a mistake. For some reason, they get it in their head that they need to run Hafner behind the Eagles' net. Pretty blatant goalie interference as he just gets clocked and the Eagles go on the power play. The Eagles don't even wait for the 4-on-4 to expire before they pick up a goal off the mistake. After taking a penalty, the mistakes are going to compound for the Americans. On an attempted clearing pass, he's going to completely miss all of his teammates, and standing there waiting patiently is Belzile to just take it and walk right in with, and he just does what he does, sniping. Belzile has been like the boogeyman for opposing teams to the Eagles. He's just always there when you make a mistake to capitalize on it. Now up 2-0, Eagles take the momentum and the mistakes continue to compound on each other for the Americans. They take another penalty and the Eagles special teams are rolling now and they look to get the third goal of the game. After passing the puck around the perimeter for a while, the puck's going to come to Zabatel in the near corner, who's then going to skate it in behind the Americans' net. While all the Americans are busy watching Zabatel, Register is going to sneak in to the far circle as deep as he can get. Once Zabatel recognizes he's cheating in, he finds him with a nice pass, and Register just slips it 5-hole. And just like that, you're up 3-0 yet again and feeling good. They play out the rest of the second period and take the 3-goal lead into the third, and as a fan, I'm feeling super confident. Maybe even a little bit cocky. And that gets dangerous. In the third, the smile gets quickly wiped off my face, though, as the Americans get a goal less than 3 minutes in. Bit of an unlucky bounce here for the Eagles as Stevenson is just going to steam into the center of the zone. He's just going to take a shot that's going to get blocked. Unfortunately, it bounces right back into the slot for Steffs to just snipe into the top corner. Now the 3-goal lead is only 2, and all of a sudden there's a whole lot of hockey left to play. After the goal, the Eagles do manage to settle things down though, and they start playing really tight defensive hockey, making sure the puck is always getting out. And offensively, they aren't letting the defensemen pass the blue lines. They're making sure to keep the play in front of them. Time continues to tick off. The Eagles are killing it. They even manage to kill off yet another penalty, and they go 4 for 4 on the night on the PK. Again, special teams makes all the difference when it's two really good teams playing each other. We get all the way down to 4 minutes left, and then boom, the Americans get another one. Here we go. With the puck in the corner, Grabowski's going to fail on a clearing attempt and then lose the puck battle. That's going to allow a pass to slip through to Brittain, and he's going to just walk right in and beat Hafner. Now it's 3-2, and I'm starting to get worried. But you know what? I had no reason to be worried, because this is the Colorado Eagles, and they have Mr. Counterpunch himself, Alex Belzile. Like clockwork, just a little over a minute after the Americans scored their goal, he strikes again. Boykov is going to be the first one to get to the puck on the far boards. In the meantime, you have the Americans' third forward pinching in too deep in the zone, as well as you're going to have the Americans' defensemen on the far boards come all the way into the blue line. Both Belzile and Grabowski are going to fly the zone as soon as they recognize Boykov's going to get to the puck first. That's going to create a 2-on-1 odd man rush where Grabowski and Belzile just play a little bit of pitch and catch to make a nice play as they come in, and Belzile finishes for them. And the Eagles go up 4-2. You can basically put it in the books, and they do add the empty netter a bit later to ice it. Feels good, man. 2-0 lead coming back home to Colorado for the next two. If they need a third one, that one will be in Colorado as well. Other news and notes, Belzile now leads all players in playoff scoring with 14 points, 8 goals, and 6 assists. If the Eagles do manage to take a deep run here, I think he's got to be the MVP of the playoffs, right? On the defensive side for the Eagles, they got their captain, Sean Zimmerman, back tonight after serving a 3-game suspension. Having him back may have been a big part of going 4 for 4 on the penalty kill for the Eagles. Game 3 will be on Wednesday, May 3rd, and if you live in the Denver or northern Colorado area and you want to go see the game, you can still get tickets for as little as $18. That is the end of this game review. Thank you for watching. Please leave your comments about the Eagles down below. I'm Rudo3. And I'm still upset about the draft lottery.